Oh God, I am in the blast zone, so I'm gonna get the hell out of the way. So I've seen this trick on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. I can't really remember where I saw it, but I've seen them use a basketball to pop out a dent. So if you can see right here, see the dent in my air cleaner? I want to pop that out. And it's not as easy as just going inside the air cleaner and popping it out, because there's actually a liner inside of it that prevents you from getting in there with a hammer. I'll climb up there and I'll show you. Okay. Try not to fall because I'm way up here. Here's the big giant air filter. I think this is the intake for the compressor. So let's look in here. Let's turn some light on and see how it's got that retainer right there around it. So this takes two different filters, an inner filter and an outer filter. And the dent is right there. It's right behind that rib. So what we got to do, set this down. You got to get the basketball. I've seen them use a football too, but I felt like a football wasn't going to give me the spot to be able to put the needle in. So you take this, and I'm gonna have to deflate it more, because I've got to get it right in between here and try and pop that out. You can see Mike's already been in here trying to pop it out, bend it, but hadn't been able to pry it. But yeah, it comes all the way out to right here. So I need to find something. Damn, I really figured this would have worked differently. I thought that piece was further out. So I need to support that somehow, maybe with a board all the way across to the other side. So I'm going to have to support the inner side and the outer side with some sort of piece, if this is going to work or not. But I'm going to work on setting it up, and then we'll see if it works. So I've got my little gauge and my throttle control here. That way I can monitor how much pressure we got going in the football, and then I can disconnect it from here when it comes time to bleed the pressure off. So let's get back up here. Alright, so here's my wood, and I've got to kind of Tetris it in there to where it'll get supported all the way around, but I've really got to try to fit this in between that crevice. Not sure how easy or hard this is going to be. Alright, well, I've got everything in there, I think, how I want it to be. Let's see. So you can kind of see I've got the supports in the back, and then the other one in the front, and a piece of cedar right there. I've got my access port right here. So we're going to go ahead and put the needle in. Okay. I think it's already hitting the other side of the basketball. Need to roll that around, get the needle in further. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna hook the hose to it and see what happens. All right, here we go. Got my finger on the trigger. Y'all get gauge perspective, and let's see if the ball inflates. Whoa, that went really quick. Oh God, I am in the blast zone. So I'm gonna get the hell out of the way. I think it's working a little bit. Looks like it came out here. How much? 10 psi. Okay, I can push on it, so it looks a lot worse than it is. But the reality of it is, it could it could totally explode. I've got earplugs in. I'm gonna stand down here. If it blows, I don't want to be next to it. Holy shit! It's pumping it out. I can watch it. It's 20 psi on the ball. Ooh. I heard it cracking. 25 psi. It's looking good. vent all the pressure off. I'm gonna. All right, it's slowly leaking out. Let's see what it looks like. Not bad. Not bad, but it needs to go in a little further. I heard something crinkling and crackling. Kind of had me worried. So we've got our first inflate done, and let's see. The dent is nowhere near as bad. It's nowhere near as bad. Almost can't. It's almost like deceptive on screen. It's very small right here. I've got it right here. Like, we had it all the way over to here and up to here. Now the only thing that's left is right here. So that's pretty far back. I'm not sure if the ball is even reaching that point. But I just pushed it back maybe a smidge. I'll inflate it again and we'll see what happens. We're at 18 PSI. 25 PSI. That's 29. That's about where I stopped last go. 33. 34. I may have popped it. It acts like it's bleeding down. Oh yeah, no. Bending the inner. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and remove these pieces. That's gotta just come out. Okay. Oh wow. Crease that over. That's thin. That's pretty flimsy stuff. I guess I should have stacked another 2x4 on top of it. The other one's held nicely. Okay. Yeah, those did their job. Just a subtle dent right there. Not bad. Just right there. I'm gonna say I don't think I can get it any more than that. You know, maybe a football, but the problem with a football is where you add air to the football, you're not going to gain access to the port because it's on the side. And I think you need to slide the football in long ways and completely deflated to get it in there. You know, even with the basketball, it's almost like I need a vacuum pump to suck it down. But at that point, it's hard because it likes to fold in and overlap on itself. But the overall job worked. Now I just need to get a little rubber mallet and tap that inner ring back. Got a little bend right here and then the bigger bend right there. What do you think, Mike?
Better.
Good?
Better.
Better? The basketball did the trick.
Ain't perfect, but it's better.
Oh, I need a small rubber mallet to... I bent the inner liner that's in here. I need to tap it back. I'm also going to get a wet rag and a bucket of water. I'm going to wipe the inside of this out to get all the dust out of it. If that damn thing went in the way, it'd be easy. Oh, it popped right back into place. So aggravating. The upper one popped like boom. It just snapped right back into place. All right, that's good. There you go. Now that black hose and that fitting go back in my service truck.
Okay.
All right. Now we need the bucket of water. Went straight for the hot water feed. Okay. let's wipe all the dust out of here. I hear people all the time talking about, you know, owners of equipment, and an owner-operator takes way better care of their equipment than a guy that's hired just to run it. We got to take care of our equipment. Do the best we can anyways. If you take care of it, it'll take care of you, you know? But if you abuse it, you'll sit there, work on it 25% of the time, trying to fix all your mess ups. And today we are fixing a mess up. Get it all nice and clean. Okie dokie. Alright, I'm gonna let this dry. We'll put it all back together and we'll be good to go. Okie doke. Everything's all clean. Put the inner filter back in. Get it lined up. Alright, there she is. And you got this thing here. So this has got a little dot on it. Little green dot. If the green dot's not visible, then time to replace it. But it basically is like a vacuum gauge, I assume. If it sucks in too hard, it pops the little dot and is an indication that you need to change your filters. Another thing we do, if you notice, we got August 2025. That's the last time we changed this filter. So we like to change them once a year, but we also like to blow them out quite frequently. Alright, so that's nice and tight. About every 3 or 4 months we'll blow these filters out. We'll pop them out. The inner is never dirty. The outer filter always does a really good job. Okay. Get that cotter pin in and bend it. Okay. That's good. Now time for the outer filter. Everything is clean. There she goes. There she blows. Let's rotate it so the date and everything is right side up. Okay. Now, key to this when you're tightening it is you don't want to go too tight because you can actually fold the lip inward. So you make sure you go all the way around. Once it touches, see right here it's trying to roll it in. So you bring your filter finger around it, bring that lip all the way out. See, we've got full contact here, but we don't have full contact up here. So we'll give it a full turn, pop that out, run my finger around it, give it another turn, do the same thing. Beautiful. And see, any further and I'm gonna start pulling that in. This right here, fold that out. Beautiful. Good deal. All right, air filter has been addressed, Michael. Now we're gonna next thing we got to do is slide the battery tray back, and since the rig hasn't moved in a couple weeks, Dad wants to charge the batteries, so we're gonna do that next. Now the last time I had showed y'all these things, I always would take the jumper wire off because this thing is 2 gigantic batteries. I mean, look how big that is. It's big, right? And the way I believe it, it's a 24-volt system since it's jumping 2 12-volt batteries. I always took the jumper off, but Dad says I can hook positive and negative here on one charger and positive and negative there on the other charger, and it'll charge it without having to take the jumper off. I'm gonna attempt to do that and see what happens, but I'm gonna use smart chargers. That way, if something stupid happens, like it jumps out or shorts out or something like that, it'll trip the battery charger. I've never wired it up like that. I've always taken the jumper off. And the last time I showed this, I got a 50-50 mixed result. So y'all in the comment section telling me, oh, you don't have to take it off, or oh no, you need to take it off. So we're gonna test that theory. All right, well, both battery chargers are on there. I didn't disconnect the lead. Oh, let's see. All right, That one just shuts off the screen after a while. So this one's at 85% and this one's at 95%. So in this one, it looked like it had a little bit of stuff that had maybe leaked out of it. I'm not sure. But when the rig sits unused for a while, especially in cold weather, that big diesel does not like to crank. So we want to make sure we got our batteries fully charged. When we go out, everything works. All right. Poor little basketball. I just knew that thing was going to explode, but it didn't, thankfully. Well, thank y'all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's kind of different, but it's been such bad weather we haven't done anything. So we've just been doing little odd and end projects and stuff like that. But we'll be getting back to work here in the next few days, so we'll have some content for y'all. So thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all later. Peace.